Hey boys, welcome to the round 7 review of NRL SuperCaoch Fantasy League, and we killed it. We absolutely killed it this week. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. As you see, we got 1,214, top 5%. Our best player, Billy Slater. That could not please me more. I said a few weeks ago when I picked him up, I knew Slater was going to be a good pickup. And he's done me good. Worst player, Corey Norman with 29. He's let me down. And that 12-14, it could have been a lot more. It could, granted, it could have been a lot less. A lot of our players went amazing, but it could have been a lot more than what we got. I think we did top score for our team. I think it was pretty close between me and another guy. But yeah, 1,214. Outstanding. We'll have a look at the team, and it's a very welcome sight. Josh Hodgson, 88. I brought him in a couple of weeks ago, and yeah, he killed it. 88 points. I brought him in, and I thought, you know, Raiders starting to go well. He's probably going to be back to his hopefully best, and it looks like, you know, he might be if he can keep pushing out like 70, 80 points and. His price is going to go up. I got him for like a bit under 300, so that's amazing. Jaden Brayley, fucking Brayley got 79 points. I have not played Brayley in the team or on the bench this whole year, and he keeps scoring points. You know, he's making us money. Eventually I'm gonna like get rid of him for. I mean, I could potentially. I was thinking about getting rid of Brayley the week before and getting someone really cheap and then having some more cash to spend. But Brayley, because Seguiara is now out for like the next 6 weeks, Brayley's probably going to be playing like 80 minutes for the next 6 weeks. So his price is going to keep going up. So I got to keep him in the side. But I can't really put him in the team. I just got other players to have there, really. Front rowers, Josh Maguire, once again, outstanding. He's been super consistent. And Jake Trbojevic finally picked it up. He got 93 points. He's been, like, he's averaging 60 odd, but he has been a bit of a letdown. I think Maguire, for me, has been much more consistent. Just Trbojevic has had a couple of really good weeks, but a few weeks that have been a bit underwhelming. But, you know, this week he pulled it out. James Graham, 69. He's been on fire the last few weeks. He's another one, sort of like Trbojevic. Started off a bit slow, but he's starting to come good. Yates, one of the cheapies here, got 21. As you see, we got him for like really cheap. He's up 45k, so he's just a guy that's increasing in value. We could, I don't know, I might eventually sell him, but hopefully he can just start increasing a bit in value still. Jack DeBellin, 81 points again, just outstanding work. Tyson Frizzell, 46 again. He's just not doing the job. He's not doing the job, and he's probably someone I'm gonna look to get rid of this week. And someone I'm potentially gonna get in is Angus Crichton, the Rabbitohs back rower who is playing 80 minutes, and he's absolutely on fire. He's getting offloads, making 30 tackles a game, running the ball. He's a really good player. So that's what I'm thinking about, just trading out Frizzell for Angus Crichton. But I'll have to wait and see about that. Sam Burgess, 60. Again, like, the annoying thing about Burgess, like, his price is way down, but like, he's averaging 60. It's not bad, but they, for some reason, they keep taking Burgess off like the last like 15 minutes of the game. I can't understand why he's taking him off at the last 10-15 minutes and not really coming back on the field. Burgess is their best player, and he's not playing the back end of the game. But also this week, he's probably going to be suspended. I know they're fighting the shoulder charge, but if Burgess gets off, it's going to be ridiculous. Not because, like, I don't think players should get suspended for that, but what has happened this year, Tamalolo got suspended for 2 weeks. Pretty much the same thing, so Burgess has no chance of getting off. So I'm not going to trade Burgess, but we've obviously got to Take him out. Actually, it might actually work pretty well. I can just bring Whitehead or Sirinen into the starting side, and then I can have Brayley as a reserve. Probably the 1 week I actually put Brayley on the bench, he'll go garbage, but that actually works pretty well. So we got Sirinen here, got 31. You know, his price has been up hugely. He went down a bit this week, but you know, last week he got that big 90. Obviously he's a bit up and down, Sirinen. He sort of has a good week and then a bad week, so you know, he's one of the guys that let us down a little bit this week. Hopefully next week he can pick it up. I just sort of want Sirinen to just increase in value a little bit more, and then I probably am going to trade him out for someone a bit more consistent. But we'll see. Elliot Whitehead, 63. He's another guy. I brought him in, was it last week or the week before? I can't remember, but brought him in. He'd gone down in value a fair bit, playing in the centres, but back into the back row. Last couple of weeks, he's scored really well, so I'm pretty happy. I've done some pretty good trades the last few weeks, and they're paying off for us. Corey Norman is not one of those good trades. I got Norman just before his price increased, so I haven't like lost anything. I think I traded Kane Algie for Norman, so I haven't really lost anything with that trade. But Norman, obviously the last few weeks, he hasn't really been going too well. But honestly, I can't really trade him. Like I looked before to trade him, but there's really no one I really want to guess. Like I'll just quickly show you. Obviously I make a video of my trades, but we'll just have a quick look here. I do have like 54k, so available, we got like 380, but we'll have a look at who I can pick up. So obviously Widop, we can't afford him. He's been absolutely on fire. Thurston, don't want to get him anyway. Nathan Cleary, like he's 421k, but you know, averaging 58. He only got 21 last week. Mitchell Pearce, he's actually been killing it. Daly Cherry Evans, you know, he's averaging mid 50s. He's 375k. I could afford him, but you know, a lot of these guys like Cherry Evans, Luke Keary, Luke Keary, dude. I actually think I traded Luke Keary for Corey Norman, and now Luke Keary has just continued to go well, but I can't really afford to bring Keary back into the side. I think I'm going to stick with Norman. You also got like Adam Reynolds here. You know, he might not be a bad one. You know, Ash Taylor, Tamara Martin, Ben Hunt, obviously not. Cooper Cronk. You got a lot of guys here that sort of, you know, can be up or down. I think just keep Corey Norman. Keep Corey Norman and just hope that, obviously he is returning from an injury, so that could be hampering him a bit. Last week we did trade in Frawley. He only got 15 points, but that I just brought him in because I knew his price was going to increase. Went up 35k. You know, hopefully he starts getting a bit more game time. I'm pretty sure they're going to continue what they've been doing. You know, I feel like they should just drop fucking Leisha. Leisha is garbage. You know, just have Mbai, dummy half, and Frawley in the starting side. But, you know, we're going to keep Frawley there. He's a good backup, and hopefully he starts getting a bit more game time. Sean Johnson, 41. So, as you see here, like, we scored so well, but then our halves, like, our two big gun halves, like Corey Norman, only 29. Sean Johnson, only 41. But Sean Johnson, you know, he can't keep, like, getting 80s and 90s. He was eventually going to come down a bit. The last couple of weeks, he's got, like, 40, 50, which is still good, but hopefully he picks it up a little bit over the coming weeks. Tom Trbojevic, 91, killed it. Outstanding work. Kalen Ponga, 56. He's starting again this week for the Cowboys, which is awesome. He just does so much. Like, Kalen Ponga, I know last week he, did he get a try last week? I can't remember. I think he got a try assist, but he never, like, the time he's played, he hasn't really ever got, like, 3 line breaks, a couple of tries, but he still gets, like, 50, 60 points just from, like, tackle breaks and just runs and offloads, and he's just such a good SuperCaoch player. Unbelievable. Nick Kotrick, 43. Once again, he's an absolute gun, man. Absolute gun. 43, not the best, but damn, he's up to 300k. Like, we got him at 111, I think, and he's just killing it. And Joey Leilua, what a pick this was. So I traded. It's quite frustrating. I traded Vunivalu out. Vunivalu got 90 points this week, but Leilua, he got 92. I put him as captain, so he bagged us 180 odd. And yeah, we got him for pretty cheap. He went up 33k, so we got him at the perfect time. A lot of the Raiders players are on fire for us, and it's outstanding. Brian Kelly, 95. I didn't have him in the team. I mean, obviously, if I had him instead of Kotrick, it would have been good, but it's hard to tell. We got, Kotrick, Kelly, Jennings can be okay. Moses Sully, we sort of just disregarded him. He's just a bit lackluster now. But yeah, these are our backline is starting to really come together here. So Kelly, we're probably eventually going to trade out Kelly because obviously he got a couple of tries last week and he's not going to continue to do that. Moses Sully, Robert Jennings, a couple other cheapies that probably be looking to trade out at some stage, but I just sort of have other players I have to trade at the minute. And then the fullbacks. This is where we got a couple of guns here. Billy Slater, 104 points. I'm so happy about this one because obviously, the first couple of weeks he was back, he only got like 30, 40s. But finally, he broke out, got a few, I think he got like 3 try assists, a couple of line breaks. And yeah, like watching the first couple of weeks he was back, I thought this is going to be a good pickup. Like Slater looked back to his best. He was quick. He was just beating tackles left, right, and center, but he wasn't really getting those try assists and line break assists that he's used to, and hasn't really got any tries yet. So 104 points. It feels good, man. It feels good to get it up. I was thinking, last couple of weeks, I'm like, he's only getting 30, 40s. I started to get a little worried. But then Tuivasa-Sheck, again, 58. Tuivasa-Sheck is must have in my opinion. So I've got a good team, man. I got a really good team, and the one thing I'm worried about is like the bye period. I'm not too sure how affected I'm going to be over the bye period. I haven't really looked into it, but the team as it is now, it's pretty darn good. So probably this week, I'm going to be looking at trading out Frizzell for Angus Crichton, and I might trade. I don't know the other one. I don't know. I was thinking Corey Norman, but I don't really have anyone to trade for Corey Norman. And then, who else? Like, we could potentially trade Sirinen for someone. But I'll have a look. So that's the round 7 review done and dusted. We killed it. Finally the players that I was banking on came together. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the series. Make sure to like if you are, and I'll see you guys the next time.